Okay, we're live. Hey, everybody. It's SavyTechGirl and Stream and Wind. Finally, Stream and Wind is back with us.
I'm back.
2 weeks, was it, that you missed?
No, I think only one.
Was it? No,
Yeah.
you know why? Because you missed the Thursday show. Or I was unavailable on the Thursday show.
Is
And
it?
I did
No,
the
you know
Saturday
why?
too. Remember?
Um,
I did the Saturday show.
yeah, I had to miss the Saturday show. You're right.
Yeah. I feel
But
like
was
we've
I
been
not
gone for a
on
long
the previous Thursday?
time. Maybe you were. 9 people already. Hello, everybody. Let's get some questions coming in. We're actually very honored this evening because we're gonna have a little bit of talk on. Hi, Ethan.
Say hi.
Hi, Ethan. That's our tech buddy, Ethan.
Say hi.
Hi,
How's it going?
I'm good.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Everybody's saying, "Hey, Ethan, how's it going?"
I'm good.
Be on our show regular basis.
You should.
Teach us about you play computer games, don't you?
Yeah.
What kind of games do you play?
Nothing specific.
What about Minecraft? Do you play that?
Yeah.
You play it online, like with all the other?
Not really anymore, no.
No, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either.
No, it's like this world of people are building their own Minecraft servers and everybody's playing these virtual worlds. Minecraft's beyond me. If there's anybody out there that knows anything about it, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, I think you have an expert here, but
Yeah,
a shy expert.
You could talk to us about Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. You do play online.
He's looking very handsome tonight. I think he was ready for the show, wasn't he?
Yes. No, he always looks like this.
Oh, you're right, he does.
Yeah.
And he even brought you a nice glass of water. I don't have water. I've got Canada Dry.
You have pop?
Club soda.
Oh, club soda. Okay.
Yeah.
You're off the hook.
So how's everybody doing tonight? I don't know that we have anybody asking any questions yet. I think we're going to talk a little bit about environmental studies this evening. Is that right, Streaming Wind?
We could talk about environmental studies if you like.
I'd love to.
Okay.
So yesterday I was driving to work and I was behind a Tesla, one of the brand new 4-door beautiful car. And the license plate was gas sucks, SUX. And I just thought that was fantastic. But I was also reading over the last couple of days about the new Tesla that has been the prototype that's been released, and everybody's putting these down payments down for a car that they don't even know they can make it for the dollar amount that they're going to sell it for, and B, it's a prototype and they don't even know if they're going to be selling it or not. So it's quite amazing the number of people I think that have actually put deposits down. And I know that it's a car that's going to be affordable for most of us, but I think it's still pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think we definitely have a long way to go. Don't forget the gas companies, right?
I know. They
pretty much are running the show, but yeah, we have to do something. So,
because what was it back in probably 15 years ago, right? They had the electric car. Was it GM that came out with the electric car?
Yeah, there was a couple back then, right?
And then they were demanded by the government that they had to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because the money is obviously in the fuel and not
in
the. Yeah. The part that so there's multiple things that I think about when I think about an electric car, right? So in a sense, good for the environment. And tell me like you, because you're studying it. So tell me your opinions, your thoughts on it. So good for the environment as far as emissions goes.
Yeah.
But now we have all these batteries that are in these cars that we know that a battery only has a certain lifespan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where's the battery going after? How are they recycling it?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's definitely issues, to for renewable energy. I mean, that's cars you're talking about. Anything now too, right? Take a look at windmills, take a look at solar panels, same sort of thing, right? Eventually, I mean, the life on solar panels or windmills is about 20 years. So they will have to be disposed of.
Right.
Again, probably haven't really thought of a plan, but 20 years will come up soon enough.
So as far as the windmill goes and a 20-year lifespan, what part of it has a 20-year lifespan? The actual windmill itself, or the hardware and that makes up the windmill?
It's from what I understand, it's pretty much the whole thing is a 20-year lifespan.
Is it
At
really?
least the way they're being built now.
Yeah.
And again, that'll improve and I'm sure, last longer.
Right.
But that's the way it stands right now. And like solar plant panels as well.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, it's pretty when, like you say, when you look at it and you look at the impact that it's going to have on the environment, it's great to say that it's like right now where it's not going to be polluting. And but yeah, when you look at the long-term impact of it, and never mind if I'm going to pay that much for a car, I want to know that it could last me 20 years. I mean, not that a car is going to last you 20 years, but my one car is 12 years old. It's still running, right?
Yeah, we want our cars to last 20 years, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's like mine's a diesel and it's not great for the environment, but it's still running. My concern is if you get an electric car, how long are those batteries going to last? And if they do die, what's it going to cost me to replace them? At that point, maybe I need to get a new car, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then how far can you go? Like when I looked at this Tesla that was beside us the other day, I'm thinking, you know what? If I spent that much money on a car, I'd want to know that I can drive, like a pretty good distance. And I don't know with the electric cars. Like if you figure you're going flat out, let's say in the middle of the winter, you're using your heating, like you're using all your resources, listening to your radio. I don't know how far you can go, but
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
$1,000. I want to be able to go the distance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's pretty interesting topic, I think.
It is very interesting. That's what I try to tell my students, but
Do they not find it interesting?
Oh, I think some of them do, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. Maybe I should come to one of your classes.
Yeah, you can come to one of my classes.
I'd love that.
You could be a guest speaker.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll talk about Cody.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about boilers and steam energy.
You could.
Like
You want to?
talk about steam and heat recovery systems, and I could talk about all that.
Okay.
So what's going on in the Cody world, guys? So we got a couple of people. Hey, Alan. Have a few people in here. So this week, I must admit that on my media box, I was watching the Masters. That was pretty much it. I didn't steer away from that. One thing I am super happy about is I was able to watch it with British commentary and not the American commentary. So that made me pretty happy on the weekend. But I did put a video together today. I haven't finished posting it. The video is actually done. I haven't put it up on YouTube yet, but I did one for buffering issues. So if anybody's having some issues with buffering, I've put a how-to guide that I will post later tonight. It's just to do with the easy advanced setting add-on where you can go in and make some changes to your buffering and your cache and stuff. and hopefully all those buffering issues will go away. Keep in mind, obviously, it depends on what your streaming speeds are, your internet speeds, and but as long as you've got a good internet connection, that video should help you guys out a bit. So what's new, Stream and Wend?
Not a whole lot, really. Just, keeping busy. Just like you.
Cool.
Busy with school.
I'm very excited to say that tomorrow my very favorite golf course is finally opening.
Yay.
Opening day tomorrow, so I'm going to be hitting the fairways tomorrow, hopefully. And I've been helping them out, doing a little bit of work up there, so they're all ready to go. So I will give them a little bit of a plug. It is Sawmill Golf Course in Fenwick, Ontario. So if anybody's in the area, ever, I know that you guys are from all over the world, but if you do come to the Niagara region, that's where you want to go. So I'm hoping tomorrow's going to be nice weather and play a little bit of golf.
Sounds good. Wish I could join you.
I was going to say, maybe Stream and Wend will join.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, you got to work.
I got to work.
Somebody's got to work.
Somebody has to work.
I got called up there today, actually, so I went up and did a little bit of gas fitting work today.
Nice.
That's all out of the way. So Alan says, what happened to Jordan and Rory? No kidding. You never over till it's over. Boy, that was quite the Masters round on Sunday, I tell you. It was, it's how I wanted it to end up. I can absolutely say that. But periscope my golf. Maybe I will periscope my golf. That's a good idea. When I get to the course tomorrow, I'm going to do some periscoping. That's a good idea.
I'll be watching you.
Alan, how's your Raspberry Pi 3 coming along? Have you solved your issues and your headaches? I know Alan last week was programming. He just got a Raspberry Pi and he wanted to put OpenELEC on it. The problem he seemed to be having was he was formatting the card. And when he put it, which was fine, and he checked the files and everything when he was on his computer, but when he put it into the Pi, he didn't get anything. The Pi didn't boot up or anything. So we figured that it was the size of the micro SD card that he was using.
Oh.
And I think it was a 32 gig, I think, that he was using. So I suggested that he use something smaller and see if that helps. So I'm not sure if he was able to get that working. I didn't hear back, so I assume that he did. I hope he did anyway. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Dead in the water for now.
No, he's dead in the water for now. Maybe you should send it to me. I'll get it working and I'll send it back to you. Mine just shipped yesterday, so I'm going to be getting 2 in the next couple of days. And then, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get those up and running over the weekend.
So I told you my brother built the Raspberry Pi 3.
Yes. How did that go?
Yeah, really well. He's using it. So he, unlike Alan, I guess, I didn't join you on that show, but he didn't have any issues.
Okay. And he put OpenELEC on it?
Yeah, he put OpenELEC on it. He put Cody Jarvis, I think he said he put on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, he said it's actually amazing. It's
like today, so fast and
very fast.
Yeah.
So he's pretty happy with it. But when they get back, I'll go over there and I'll help him with some of the add-ons and that kind of thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get him the Team X Pack add-on. You know what? I really like that. There's still a lot of controversy, obviously, going on in Cody. I am staying well clear of it. There seems to be a lot of groups fighting against each other at the moment. Again, I said it last week and I'll say it again this week. I do my reviews. I say what I see, what I experience with people. If I haven't experienced anything bad, I'm not going to be, I'm not out here to get anybody. So as far as Husham and Ron and all of them, I think they're all fantastic. They're all developing and putting forward to the community. So kudos to all of them.
Yeah.
So do we have any questions yet? I see stuff talking.
Yeah, so Richard, sounds like he has a problem. Oh, it's a big problem.
No.
So he's using a few profiles. Every time he installs a build, it wipes the other profiles. He said he watched your video on profiles a few weeks ago.
Yes. So what'll happen, Richard, is when you install a build and you create a profile, that profile will be within the build. So it makes complete sense that when you install a new build, that profile will disappear. What you want to do is you want to make sure that when you're setting up the profile, you're creating users you can log out. So just like you would do in Windows, let's say you have 2 users on Windows or on a Mac. I'm going to create a new user, SavyTechGirl 2. And what I'll do is I'll actually log out of that profile, log into the other one. And when you install your build there, then you should be fine. But sometimes you can actually install them within the build. And in that case, yeah, it's going to wipe everything clean. So just make sure, create your users or your profiles, log out of them to make sure they're there, and log back in and try that and see if that helps you. But as long as you're logging out and creating those profiles correctly, you shouldn't lose everything unless you're doing it all within that build itself. So, because I'm running about 3 profiles right now, and I run different builds on each one.
Okay.
All right. How's my sound, guys? People are saying my sound is low. I'm using a new mic. Let me know. I just changed the settings on it. Let me know if everybody can see it. So Alan's going to hunt down a case tomorrow if it kills him. There's a store in our area called Sale. It's an electronics store, Canadian store. Sale are fantastic for cases, for the Raspberry Pis, the Arduinos, the Beagle Bones, all of those. So check those out if you're around Sale. Otherwise, find a good old electronics store, and hopefully you can get the case there or online.
Yeah, I think my brother ordered his online.
I get mine online too. You can get so much online, right?
Yeah, I think he paid a lot for whatever one he bought. He said it was aluminum with a really good heat sink. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, you don't have to worry too much about the heat sink in the Raspberry Pi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now saying that with the 3, and also, so if you take the Raspberry Pi and you haven't done anything to it, it's out of the box. You don't have to worry too much about heat sinks. If you're going to start overclocking the Raspberry Pi, which you can do, and there's actually an add-on that you can get from download within Kodi. It's third party. Then you can start overclocking your processor. When you start overclocking, then absolutely you should have a heat sink to make sure you keep that processor cool. I overclock my Raspberry Pis and they work great. I do have heat sinks on them, but I've never had one overheat. I don't have any fans or anything on. So I haven't had that problem, but yeah, it's kind of fun if you overclock them a little bit and see what you can get out of them too.
So Lentech wants to, he's asking about profiles still. Can they be copied from one build to another through the XML files?
Yes, they can be. I should actually, maybe I'll put a video together for that. I'll make a note of doing the XML files. And you know what? There's also some good add-ons, and I can't think of it like off the top of my head, the name of them, that will create those XML files for you. And you can save them and copy them over. So I'll get that information, and I'll try and put a little video together for that too.
Okay. Alan wants to know, did you have a look at Retromania?
I did. I've actually played around with Retromania. I logged into their Facebook page, so I'm now part of that. So that's really cool. And I'm also going to probably with one of my old boxes, when I get the 3, I'm going to switch a couple of my 2s over, and I'll probably put like a retro Pi machine together. So yeah, it's really cool. Then you can play all your Commodore 64 games and your Super NES and all that. Well, it takes you back to the 80s.
Cool.
I like Atari and Commodore 64.
Yeah.
Where's my eyes?
Your eye, yeah.
You know, they're the same color as my green screen. Believe it or not. I should wear sunglasses. If I wear sunglasses, then they're there. Don't worry. I have eyes.
Okay, Bob. He wants to know if anyone has tried out the live stream player, Google live stream player for MDC. It isn't Cody. Sorry, he said, Joe, nobody did a video.
No, I have not tried that out, but I tell you what, I'm going to. So it's the Google live stream player. Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I will, and I will do a review on that.
Yeah, Juan says it works great.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I actually haven't seen any of Joe's videos lately. I've sort of been off the face of the earth lately, but I'm pretty confident in saying that I'm finally back. The weather's turned around, the sun's out, the golf course is open, so I'm gonna get back at making all the videos. I did also make a video today, guys, very basic, but it's to do with the Mac. So for people that are switching from a Windows to a Mac machine, it can be a little bit overwhelming. I've had a couple of clients do this lately and they don't know where to start. So I'm gonna start posting a few Mac videos as well over the next little while to help people out. If you have any questions on Macs, let me know, and I'll put a specific video together for that.
Okay, so Len Tech was asking Bob how much it was for the Google live stream player.
I would hope that it's free. I'm going to Google it and tell you.
Okay.
I would think that it would be an open source, being Google. So Google live stream. Let's take a look.
Oh, okay. Bob says it's free, but it has ads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to check it out this week, and I'm just calling it up on my screen here. So it must have add-ons and yeah, APK file. Okay, I will check that out. How many people are using Kodi on, let's say, mobile devices? Do we have a lot of people that are doing that? You do that, don't you, Wen?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, you don't? Oh, no, you have the 1, 2, 3 movies, right?
Yes, I have 1, 2, 3 movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still works. I don't really look at it.
Yeah, I did jailbreak a couple of iPhones just for the purpose of for testing it to see, and worked great. The one advantage at that point was the Apple TV that I currently was using wasn't able to be jailbroken very easily to put Kodi onto, so I jailbroke an older version of an iPhone. And then I used the Apple AirPlay to project it onto the TV. So it worked pretty good. But again, I like to actually just have one device streaming. I don't like to have 2 because then you're going to lose quality, right? You go from your phone to your Apple TV and then onto your TV. You're going to lose quality within that. So.
Wow, it still seems to be working. I'm just checking now.
Oh, it is working, eh?
Yeah.
Good.
I look really good. I have the Jungle Book.
Okay. Anybody's watched that Batman versus Superman?
No, I tried to look that one up, but the quality wasn't good enough for me.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah. Did you look it up?
I didn't understand it.
It was very dark, right?
Very.
It was so dark you couldn't even make it.
No, I just didn't. I couldn't get it. Hey, Alan says Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong Jr. was great too. Who didn't love Donkey Kong Jr.?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, so what's going on this week in technology? I'm going to throw some things out here. HP announced the world's thinnest laptop. So I don't know what the price point is going to be on this thing, but I'm guessing probably near $4,000 would be my guess.
Great.
Let's take a look. So it is 10.4 millimeters thick, 13.3 size screen. I like a 13.3 inch screen. To me, that's a nice size. So they have packed full HD into this. Intel Core i5, i7 processors. They have PCI SSDs, storage of 512 gigabytes up to 8 gigabyte. And memory is 8 gig maximum in that one. They have USB Type-C connections. So they have packed this thing in to a thickness of a 0.41 of an inch.
Wow.
Amazing, eh? What they can put in.
0.41. Huh.
Yeah, so not a bad price. So the 256 gigabyte SSD, Core i5 is only $1,170. That's not bad.
Bargain.
Right? For something of that, like the specs like that as well. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe I should go out and get one.
Oh yeah, I think you should go out and get one.
So what was that? Another question here.
Yeah.
Bad movie. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that was a bad movie.
Yeah, bad movie. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I'm sure at some point.
Oh, I wouldn't waste your time with it.
Yeah, I know, but the boys around here want to watch it.
Dark, right? But maybe they'll like it.
No, they'll like it.
I just didn't understand it.
I don't know.
I was completely lost.
Really? Oh dear.
I didn't know Ben Affleck was in it.
Oh gosh.
That's all I know.
John wants to know if window sticks are any good.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, depending on what you want to do with them. But if you're just looking at like, for example, I have been running Linux off of a USB stick for years, right? So I can go into work and I've got an operating system right on a USB. Obviously, it's only going to be as fast as the USB that you have. So you're not going to be like a super high speed. But if you're just using it for day to day, yeah, absolutely. I would spend my money on one without a doubt. There's a few of them out there, obviously. I mean, everybody knows, like, there's a Chromecast, right? So you've got the Chrome. Lenovo have one, obviously running the, so you've got Chrome OS, and Chrome OS is internet-based, which is good. You can use the pages, the everything Google. So you log in. A lot of schools are starting to do this. You have an account, you log in, all your documents are there, you surf the internet, you can do spreadsheets and all of that. But essentially they're mini PCs. And if you're just want to be able to sort of plug and play, then I would spend my money on them for sure. And you don't have to really do anything to them, right? The operating system's all on that stick and away you go.
So how much would they be? Any idea?
Around let's say between $100 and $170, depending on which one you get. So not a bad price. Yes, we now have 500 subscribers, guys, to our YouTube channel. So that is pretty exciting. I saw that today, so I was quite happy about that. So well done to Stream and Wend.
That's pretty awesome, eh?
500 subscribers.
Wow.
I know. I want to put my little hat on here, but I can't find it.
Oh, you should put it on.
Oh, where's my hat? You know why? Because my computer crashed the other day.
Oh.
I don't have a hat anymore. Okay. Let's find the hat. There it is.
I like your hat.
You see it?
It's cool. I see it.
500 subscribers. There we go. And yeah, I'm going to start getting some more videos up as well. Like I said, I've been between being busy and not feeling well, I've kind of been slacking, but the videos are starting to come back. My computer is repaired, so we're all set. So what else do we have?
We have congratulations.
Yay! Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Well, without you, there wouldn't be the show. So, let's see, what else do we have in tech news? Microsoft Surface Phone. Anybody? Who uses the Microsoft Surface Pro? Have you ever used one, Stream and Wend?
I've looked at one. I haven't ever purchased one. No.
Yeah. So, one of the ladies I know, I do a lot of business with her. I'm on a couple of committees with her. So she switched to the Surface Pro probably about a year ago as her main business computer. And for the most part, I think she likes it. The only problem that she has had is 2 of her keyboards have failed her.
Oh, really?
So they have been really good. They've sent her brand new ones. But in the meantime, there you are with clients sitting in front of you, and all of a sudden you've got absolutely no control over, unless you use the screen to type, which who really wants to use the screen to type, right? I mean, I do know somebody that 1 year ago started using an iPad as their main office computer.
Wow.
And they're still using it and still liking it. I personally can't imagine doing that. I like to have a fast system for one thing, but I like to have the look and the feel of a little bit more than a tablet. But Microsoft Surface Phone is going to be coming out early next year. They're going to be releasing the phone. They were supposedly going to release this year, but they're going to wait, and it's going to come out next year. So I won't be running out to get one.
You ready for a question?
Yep.
What's the difference between SPMC and Kodi?
The name.
Oh, the name.
That's it. So again, SPMC and Kodi are both forks of each other. So with both of them, they're XBMC, SPMC, Kodi, lots of them. They're open source. So anybody is allowed to take that sourcing, and you're allowed to change it slightly and make it your own. So really, when you go in and you look at the coding, you're probably going to find maybe a couple of minor things that nobody would notice. The human eye is never going to notice when you're using it. But essentially, it's the name that is the difference. Somebody else the Kodi community has developed Kodi. Somebody else has developed SPMC. XBMC started off, Kodi then took over. So yeah, it's all the same, just maybe tiny modifications made to it, like Linux, right? So you have a Linux, Red Hat Linux. You've got all different. There's probably 30 different types of Linux. So same thing, maybe slightly different look.
Okay, so in Southern Ontario, where would you suggest to get the latest Pi? So the Raspberry Pi 3.
Sale, again, the one I mentioned. Let me just get the correct spelling for you guys on that. So it is, I believe it's SAYAL. Yes, SAYAL Electronics. You can find them at www.sale.org. And they have everything. They'll have all of your, they're a good price, first of all, but they'll have all of your electronics needs. Everything's from resistors, capacitors, microcomputers, everything. So I would check them first before you look elsewhere, because there are a lot of places, especially if you're looking online, that it's going to make it look like it's Canadian, and then it's going to send you over to an American site, and then you're going to end up paying all your import taxes and everything. And looking on Sale Electronics, they have the Raspberry Pi 3 in stock. So you're all set. But they've got different projects. They've got all the cables. They have the enclosures. So for example, let's just see if they've got pricing here for $13.95 for an enclosure, just a plain black enclosure. And right now the price on, you can get starter kits too. So when you're purchasing a Raspberry Pi, if you were to just get the Raspberry Pi 2 Model B 1 gig with HDMI ports, that wouldn't come with the power supply. That wouldn't come with anything. What you want to do is get a starter kit. And in the starter kit, you're going to get a micro SD card. You're going to get an enclosure. Usually you get the power adapter. And they are selling them currently for, let's see what price. I like the 3 because it's got Bluetooth built in. $99.95. So that's a good price. They've dropped them a little bit.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a quick start. And they do have the 3s in stock. By default, you get a 16 gig SD card with a 3. And let's see what sale, $115. And they even tell you what locations have them in stock, so you don't have to worry about going to one. And they're in Cambridge, Markham, Scarborough, Vaughan. They're all over the place. So
are they Burlington as well, did you say?
Yep, they have one in Burlington.
Okay. Can you spell that SAYLE, did you say?
SAYAL.
SAYAL.org.
They've got everything you can imagine as far as electronics. Anything to do with cars, amplifiers, batteries, you name it. Everything possible. 3D printers, BeagleBone products, Arduino. I can go in that store. I can stay there for 8 hours. Fantastic.
So Alan wants to know, is there anything you can't do?
Yes, I cannot. No, I cannot sew.
Oh, she can't sew.
I do not know how to sew.
Thank you. I'll do that for you.
Yeah, I don't know how to sew. I don't want to know how to sew. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I cannot do. A lot. I'm very technical minded. So anything technical, I enjoy it and I like to do it. Anything non-technical, not so easy to get me to do it. But I am right now, I'm kind of focused on my new car. I'm doing a few modifications to it. So right now I'm a little bit obsessed with automotive hacking and things like that. I'm putting a heads-up display in there, and I'm changing all my lights over to LEDs and just doing some fun stuff. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So Richard wants to know, on his Android box, he has Kodi 15.2. But on his MacBook Air, he's running Jarvis. He wants to know if he should switch to Jarvis on his TV.
I would, yes. What's going to happen is, like anything, the add-ons are going to start coming out and they're not going to support previous versions. I mean, obviously right now it's not going to be a big deal, but maybe 2 or 3 months down the road it will be. So I would take the time now and do that update. We know that there's another version looming. We know that it's going to be out fairly soon. It's in beta testing right now. So I would go for that and do your update for sure. Yeah, it can't hurt.
Now, when you update, does it wipe out all your add-ons?
It does.
Oh, that's bad.
So what will happen is you'll put the update on, which is now, it's essentially a new operating system. So it would be like doing a fresh install if you had Windows 8 and then it said, we're going to install Windows 10. Do you want to do a fresh install? Yes. And it wipes everything clear. So you're going to go right back to what it looked like the very first day you installed without a build. The good thing is whatever build you were previously running, you can just install that again and you're back up and running, right? Because most of the time you like a build and within that build is all the add-ons. So, and you can always save a build as well, right? So let's say you customize a build. There's one out there that you really like, but there's a lot of add-ons that aren't on there. So you start putting your own add-ons. You could then customize that as your build if you wanted to. And I can put a video up of how to do that. And Husham's got a really good link on his as well. Then you could save that build. And then when you go and do a reinstall, you can install that build and you're back to doing, it's like doing a time machine backup, right? You're right back to where you were again.
That sounds good. I think you should do that.
Well, that's what I am working on. I'm working on my own build, and
I know.
now I'm starting to work on my car a little bit and playing around with that too. So, but I will focus on that build. I mean, we had the name for it, right? We've got the name. I just need to finish the build.
That's right. We do have the name.
Yes, we do.
Can't remember what it is, but we do.
I remember. I remember the name.
So Richard is asking, does he go to the store for Jarvis?
You can download it. So you can go to Kodi.tv, and within that website, they'll show you different areas. So they'll say, what version do you have? So does your TV have the actual like the app built into it? Because a lot of smart TVs, they have like a store built into it. So I'm not sure that you'd be able to go in there and get it. But what you want to do is you want to go to, I would say, Kodi.tv. I always suggest to anybody, if you're downloading something, always go to the source. There's a lot of websites out there that, like, if you go on Google and you type something in, and there's these like rogue websites that have these apps or programs that you can download, only ever download it from the actual source that you know of, because otherwise who knows what you're going to get and the junk that's going to come along with it. So
okay, he says he's using an Android box.
okay, so yeah, if you're using the Android box, you can either go online and go to Kodi.tv and download it that way. I think that's probably your best bet. The other thing you can do is, if it's got the SD card in it, you can go to your computer, download the package file and install it that way. So
okay. So there's a question about Kodi 17. Are we going to be able to use the Kodi texture tool?
I haven't really got a lot. I haven't gone into 17 a lot yet. One of those reasons is when I run a beta version of anything, I like to have a computer that I don't mind if it crashes. And as everybody knows that watches the show, my laptop did crash last Saturday. So I haven't really had, although I have a lot of them, I haven't had any spare ones kicking around. So at this point, I'm not really going to answer anything on Kodi 17 because I don't know enough about it at this point. We all know and we've all heard that the look and the feel is going to be different. They have finally, after all this time, changed the actual the main screen. So the convalescent, or the what is it called? I've just blanked out. Convolution skin. Anyways, they're not using that one. They're using a different one. That doesn't mean that you won't be able to go and download it. It just means that when you install it, it's going to look and feel different than it did. But again, it's in beta. So it's not reliable, and there really isn't anybody out there to help if anything goes wrong.
So what builds do you use?
I like Spins TV. And that's the one I use the most. There is another one, Apollo. I'm using the Apollo on my MacBook currently, and that one's pretty good too. But the other thing that I like to do, because I reset mine so often, is I just sort of end up going back to the basics, picking a few add-ons and just using those. I tend to go into a build, check them out, check out all the add-ons, and then I just go back to the basics. So in a lot of cases, you sort of turn one of my machines on and only have about 4 add-ons on it. But spins I like, and I'm still using the Aries Wizard as well. I haven't been having any issues with that. So I'm using that for my main build, like picking my builds and doing the installs and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't get on Aries Wizard yesterday though.
Oh no, maybe they were doing updates again.
Maybe. Okay, Alan was wondering if you had your own build yet. Not yet.
Not yet. But I will, I promise. I'm gonna get to it.
Oh, he's gonna try it when you do it.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll make sure that all my supporters get a copy before anybody else does. I'll put it out there for them first.
So there's one.
Wait, 12? Not bad.
Sorry?
We have 12 people watching. That's not bad.
Yeah. Gears of War? Is that a build?
Yeah, it is. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
I know a few people have been talking about it this week. I've heard that it is quite good, so I may try that.
Okay, now they're asking about TV add-ons. What are your favorites and what for use?
So my go-to add-ons are I am using Team Expat, so fantastic for IPTV, and always up and running. Great HD, so really like that one. Exodus is also one of my go-tos. The reason I like Exodus is I just like to do a simple search, find a show that I want to watch, and be up and running within a couple of minutes. So that is also one of my go-tos. 123 Movies is a go-to as well, and that is for the movie fan in the house. And that movie fan's not me. And I also like C Cloud. I find C Cloud pretty. I have a store, a location, and I have it running at C Cloud. I've had running for over a month with one link to one station because that's all I want to show. It's a news station, and it hasn't crashed once. I've never had to change the link. So those are the main ones that I use. And they're, you know what, they're tried and they're tested and they always work. So what about you, Wen? What do you use?
Well, I agree with all the ones that you just listed, but how about Phoenix?
Yeah, Mike actually uses Phoenix.
Does he?
Yeah, and again, Phoenix is fantastic. A lot of good live links in there. And a lot of, I guess there's quite a bit of good sports in there too, actually. But I haven't been using Phoenix as much lately. But yeah, I would definitely put that on the list. It is installed on all of our, we've got 3 of them currently, and it's installed on all of them. So
Dexter Pro. Do you have to pay for that one?
I guess you must. Hey, Stolen Boy's here. Hey, Stolen Boy. We're all doing fantastic tonight. Yeah, no, a lot of people have been talking about that Gears of War. I think I better check it out. Maybe I'll check it out this week and see what it's all about. But yeah, live TV, I really do like Team Expat. And obviously NaviX too, right? Like NaviX has been out for a very long time and has a lot of fantastic links. Obviously, it's for anybody that has children, obviously it's something that you want to be sort of careful of letting them have access to, and that's where it's good to get profiles set up. But as far as live streams, NaviX are very good. And I know there's been a lot of controversy about where people get links and everything. And again, guys, it's open source. It's free for all out there. So if one person finds a link and another person copies it, then that's just the way it goes, right? So good for everybody to put it all together is what I say.
Right.
And the other main thing too is maintenance on Kodi. You really need to keep it up. You really need to be clearing your cache files. You really need to be deleting the packages. And these are all things that you should take the time to do. There's the raw maintenance add-on, which is very good. That would be one that I suggest that you use to make sure that you're keeping your system clean. It's going to make things run faster, and you're going to have a lot less problems. So every time I get that message from somebody that says, Savvy, my system's slow, every time I go to load something, it doesn't load, I get source not found. Do the maintenance, do the cleanup, and do a reboot even. And I'll bet you that once you do all that, that everything will be back up and running again. Live Mix. Do you use Live Mix? What?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. How about you? Do you use that one?
Good. Yeah, I like the TV guide look and feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good one. Clear the thumbnails also. Yeah, absolutely. Get into that raw maintenance, clear those files out, and clear the system up. And it's no different than your laptop and your desktop, and your phones. Like, you know what? That is one of the things with smartphones. People tend to forget that they're not phones; they're computers, and they don't do any maintenance on them whatsoever. They're download all the time. They've got they use them as a computer, and then all of a sudden people come to me and go, my phone is so slow, it won't do anything. I'm trying to open this app and it won't even open. And you look at it and there's 6,000 photos, there's 400 videos, and there's 1 meg that's available. So you need to treat them as computers and just do maintenance, make sure you don't fill them up, and install Google Photos, and you're all set for backup.
Do you use Cosmix?
No, I don't. I haven't used that one.
I haven't used that one either, but apparently it's good. Power 16 is updated and out.
DVD King. Hey, DVD King. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, Dexter Pro is £5, so that's not too bad. DNA Pro, I was using DNA Pro, and it was working really good, but then all of a sudden I was getting nothing on it. I don't know if you guys are the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been working.
Right, still nothing. So I think it's maybe currently not working.
Yeah.
So got maybe a couple more questions, and I think we're almost at the end of our show.
Yeah, not too many questions, but yeah, Power 16 apparently is the best urban build. I haven't heard of that one either.
Okay. It's good to see DVD King stopping by. You know what? It's a great community, and it's nice that everybody stands behind each other and helps each other out. I probably get about 20 questions a day in emails, and I do try and get to everybody. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others. I have had some people email me back within like 24 hours saying I'm ignoring them, and by no means am I ignoring anybody. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer than others, and sometimes it's even easier for me once I get the nation to put a video together. I had somebody call me last Saturday morning, and they had a major issue with a Mac, and I just put a video together, and away we went, and he was up and running, and everything was good. So, and I think I just got kicked out. Did I?
No, you're here.
Okay, my computer's doing crazy things. Yeah, so I'll even do that, right? I'll put videos together for people, and if that's what helps, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
And what do I think about the fighting going on between people? I don't like it, and I'm not going to get involved in it.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to ask you that question.
Yeah, not going to get involved in it. We're better than that and beyond it. So this group is way above that. We're all about knowledge.
All right.
Okay, so it looks like we've pretty much summed up all the questions. So we will, Stream and Wendy and I are going to be back next week. next Thursday at 7 p.m. So get those questions to me, guys. If you have any questions, if you have any pie problems in the meantime, and I'm hoping to have mine by next week. So maybe we'll sort of do a little bit of live setup and get that going.
That sounds good.
You can let us
Now I
know.
want one.
What's that?
Now I want one.
Yep. Now let's get you one.
Yeah.
Let me know. I can order you one, and then we can put it together. And and that reminds me, I've got some memory upgrade for your computer too.
Oh yes, yes you do.
So we can get that done too. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Please like the video. We're at 500 subscribers, so share it out there. I would love to get more, and we look forward to seeing you both next week. Hopefully, Stream and Wendy's available next week. I'm pretending that she's going to be, because I know that she's devoted to our show.
Yes, I think I will be.
Oh, good. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.